Hello. Goodness me. That's getting a bit long. You joined me at a Premier Inn. I'm here for work. But anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is how the course is going. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting through the videos. Tonight, I thought, what better way to spend what some might say is a dead evening where you just turn on the Premier Inn TV and waste away. I spent that on videos 20 to 29. Essentially going through all the boring bits that you need to go through before trading, which, you know, in an ideal world you just want to get started with something, but actually, you say an ideal world, that would be a world full of rogue traders and people ripping each other off. So you have to go through all these compliance bits before getting started, and that was 9 videos. Well, it was not. Oh, the camera's going. Hello. Let me find somewhere more secure. Right, yeah, I'm at a bit of an angle now. Great. It was kind of 20 up to 26 was compliance stuff. But you know, it'd be great to not have to spend any money on these kind of things, and I'm just itching to get going. Can I just call estate agents? Blah blah blah. So I will ask. You know, I haven't yet, but I will ask the advice. It's just the day after I mentioned it yesterday that I said I will ask the advice of whether I can just start practicing without doing all these bits, because as well as money, they're going to take time. For example, after registering anti-money laundering, that can take 12 weeks to get that certification. Up to 12 weeks, let's be optimistic, maybe not, but I don't want to be waiting that long to start actually practicing and implementing. So whilst I get this compliance bits done, first obviously setting up the company, I'm going to continue with the training, continue making these videos, and keep asking questions to the group, keep attending the meetings, blah, 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 while I do all the compliance. 27 was about business banking. Again, they keep saying, you know, they're not financial advisors, appreciate the honesty, but they're recommending Barclays to set up a client account, so that when the client pays their deposit, they're not paying me, they're going to pay it into a separate account. And then that'll stay there until all the diligence and checks are done, until the deal is fully complete. Kind of goes without saying, you don't want to spend money that's not officially yours yet. And then 28 was about setting up a website, 29 social media. Just a rough overview. They're going to go into social media in more detail in what they call module 9. Don't know when that's going to be. Maybe about video 100. I'll probably be there in the next couple of weeks, to be honest. At this rate, I'm doing well. Well, let's see about that, shall we? So it's about 3 weeks later since I recorded those videos in the Premier Inn. Not the best quality, apologies. Well, where am I now in my compliance journey? So the first step I took was to get my domain registered. Now the Fontaine brothers advised this approach because apparently some people go around buying the domains of companies that have just been set up, so then they can't pop themselves online. Don't know why they do that. Don't understand the motives. Seems petty and spiteful, if you ask me. Anyway, so that didn't happen to me. I started looking into different domain registrars. I probably spent a bit too long on it, but I'll tell you the one I came up with after 3 to 4 days of research on my lunch breaks and YouTube videos and things like that. What's the best? 2025, 24, 20, don't go with GoDaddy, and oh my god, this other one's great. And okay, but seriously, this guy's got like elf ears. He really needs to change his chair. I went for Spaceship Domains. Oh, sounds cool. I mean, the UX is actually really nice, and this is by no means a paid promotion. I wish it was, or an affiliate link, but I'll pop it down in the description. You can check it out. Really simple to use. The .com was on for, I think it was 560 equivalent in the UK, obviously converted from dollars. And then I noticed, a promo code thing at checkout. I was like, okay, as you do, Google promo code, and yeah, if I just made an account, I got a heavy discount, about 60-70%. Ended up costing me £2.20 for this year to secure an aeroplane. Anyway, that ended up costing me £2.20, which is less than a cup of coffee, to secure ElliotSykesProperty.com for the year. Now, obviously that's just a .com, .co.uk, etc. I'll probably go back to Spaceship for those, because yeah, the service is really easy to use, really simple, quite cheap, but I haven't done yet. Please don't buy ElliotSykesProperty.co.uk, or any of the other ones, .zip, .it, all these other useless ones. Okay, next thing I did was decide on an email provider. I kind of did these things together because it was a bit like, well, which ones are going to work with Google? Which ones are going to work with Microsoft? I did consider other email providers because, for example, even Spaceship, they offer an email, but you want an email that's going to integrate and that's going to sync to most platforms online that you use. So you're looking at Microsoft and Google. It is a duopoly. Now, for the most part, I use Gmail. I was leaning that way, but Microsoft's 365, £4.60, 65, something like that a month. That's when you pay for a full year. And also another benefit of that is just the value. You get loads more apps for it, Teams, OneDrive, etc. And the biggest reason for me is the storage. I'm always running out of storage space on my phone and my laptop, and with the Business Basic, Microsoft 365 Business Basic, you get 1 terabyte of cloud storage, whereas with the I think it's called Google for Business Starter, whatever it is, it's just 30 gigabytes. So I went with that one, and now I have Elliot Sykes property.com, ElliotSykesProperty.com as an email with Microsoft Office, and that's a free trial, so I don't actually pay the $66 a year until start September. And that's where I'm at with my compliance journey, except it wasn't that simple. If you're going to do this and set it up professionally, when you do use a third party like a Spaceship, a little bit more complication. You have to then sync a third party domain with your email provider, in my case Microsoft Office, to ensure that you can actually have a custom domain and send emails from it. I mean, that was my main reason to do it, contacting estate agents, etc, wanting to look a bit more professional. I probably couldn't have done it myself. Well, it would have taken a long time. I would have made a good few mistakes. Basically, when you set up that Microsoft Office, you're given the company name, whatever you want to be called, and it started off for me, and I actually called my first agent with it saying something like Elliot Sykes Property at onmicrosoft.com. So it has this little on Microsoft. So how to get rid of it? Like I said, I couldn't have done it myself. I used tech support, and the tech support that I have and is available to most people on YouTube is a YouTube video. Most other content providers, they assume knowledge, but this one was fantastic. 80 minutes long, took me through the process, and again I will link it in the description. But briefly, we were looking at this. Go into your settings in Microsoft and then adding your own DNS records, again, if you want to know what these abbreviations mean, I haven't really got the foggiest clue. And then you're looking to add a TXT record. Essentially, I have to have 2 tabs open, one in Microsoft, one in Spaceship. And Spaceship is quite simple. Like I said, the UX is great. Just click add, and all these abbreviations, whatever they mean, DNS, and then the next one was MX and TXT and CNAME. Okay, they were all actually there as options to add in Spaceship. So even though the guy was talking about my tech support, he was using a different domain provider. They should all have this, and you can add the record and essentially prove that you own the domain through various different acronyms. They're all just acronyms to me, but they do mean something on the internet somehow, how things connect, and yeah. Then it was complete. The next stage on my compliance journey, like I said, this is a couple of 2-3 weeks after the start of this video. Well, it wasn't the start of this video. I've got the custom email, the custom domain. I now need to register the company, and then because it can take a little while to get the UTR number. So it's Saturday now, Sunday very soon. And I said a goal for this week would be to set up the company, so that's tomorrow's job. And yeah, at some point I'll look at, I'll package up setting up the company, and the next stages of compliance in a more specific video, as I go along. I'll keep you guys updated of how it goes. This one was pretty smooth, apart from just taking that little bit of time to work out which domain, email, matching them up. I definitely need tech support for it. The next episode, I will go into the Zoom calls that the Fontaine brothers do from 7 p.m. on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Overall, they've been really good, and I'll give you my whole opinion on the first four Zoom calls that I've listened to. Every 7 p.m, just get home from work, get changed, and I'm on. Well, I'll see you then. Keep sourcing. I don't know why I said that. Sounds a bit like Strictly Come Dancing, keep dancing. I just feel like I need to have an outro, something to like. Don't forget, guys. Keep sourcing. I don't know what I'm doing.